Most people think camping in a short bed truck is impossible, so I converted my Tacoma short bed into a camper, and so can you. Today, I'll be showing you what I bring. I've also made a couple of big upgrades to the rig from our friends at KELTY Outdoors. If you're on the fence about your short bed truck, then this video's for you. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, we're breaking this thing down in two parts. Number one, we're starting on the outside of the vehicle. I'm gonna show you guys the new KELTY Highroads awning and all the essentials that I have inside of it. We're also gonna look at the inside of the vehicle and then move on to the camper. We're gonna set up the camper together so that you guys can see all the steps that go into it and all the essentials that you need to know if you're building out your own setup. So let's get into it. So first things first, here's the new awning. And this thing is sick. The colorway on it's awesome. It definitely blends into the wilderness. I had the Backroads awning, and this thing blows the Backroads away. It's more spacious. It's a different color. The poles are lighter, which, I mean, doesn't really matter, but the poles are a little bit lighter, which is great. It's such a sick setup, guys. What I really like about the awning itself is it fits into a small bag. And that bag lives in the sleeping platform all the time. You know, with like a giant awning on your truck, you use it like twice a month and it's hogging up gas mileage. It's hard to park in the garage. With this awning, you definitely don't have issues like that. I mean, it packs down in the small bag, you throw it away, not throw it away, but stow it away, and you don't have to worry about it draining all your gas. On the exterior here, these side pieces here, you can bring them down for additional storage space, which is great, you know. Keeps you out of the rain, provides additional square footage inside the awning. It's great. How I have it attached to the truck is it comes with these nice straps. And I have one strapped down to the wheel. And then I also have one strapped onto the deck roof rack from Kuat. Taking you guys back around here. Look how sleek this thing is. It's so sick. It's got a nice big door on the front that you can open for additional ventilation. And then also it has a screen that you can zip up, keep the rain off you. Taking you guys inside. Here we have the new KELTY Loveseat. And guys, this thing's sweet. You know, I usually don't have luxuries like this at camp. I usually use like a really small camping chair. It's comfortable, but it's not as comfortable as this. The really cool thing about this love seat is the cover that it lives in when you're stowing it away. Doubles as a dog bed, so that's super cool. But these two items together really make this camp comfortable. I can't imagine camping without this awning. You know, I mean, I've camped with ARB awnings. I had an overlandish tent. I think this thing is better in every way, from a functionality standpoint, as well as like a small storage standpoint. Here we have the Camp Cook setup. It's very basic, it's very minimal. I've learned over the years to just keep it super simple. So here's the Coleman stove with a real simple skillet. Some of the essentials here, nothing crazy. We got a SureCan utility water container and my two coolers underneath. So in the back seat here, guys, we got the new window seat from KELTY. It's got like a plastic cover over the top, you know, which helps keep the bugs out and stuff. I like to keep it in the truck, but some of you guys might opt to like keep it outside, but at least you have that clear cover to keep the bugs off your stuff. I'm keeping my food in here. Usually I keep like all my food in a small bag, so this is actually a much better option for me. I got some Doritos in there, some buns, some fruit, stuff like that. Also, guys, we got the new KELTY Redwing 40-liter bag. It's a backpacking bag. You know, I'm not a huge backpacker, but I do travel a lot. So I needed a reliable bag with a ton of storage. I mean, this thing has so much storage, I will never use all of it. So it's pretty sick for that. But as far as the truck goes, dirt bike bags in here, you know, the camera bag to film these videos for you guys is in there as well. But I keep it pretty simple. All right, y'all, for part 2 of this video, we're gonna run through the essentials that you need to turn your short bed truck into a camper. And I made another video where we tour the space, but I used a 360 camera. And a lot of people had questions. They were like, I can't see the space very well. So for this piece, we're gonna use a couple of different cameras so that you guys can see in real time how this space is and what it's like to sleep in it and use it all the time. So first things first, the reason I built this setup the way that I did is because I've had rooftop tents before, and to me, they've been just like a giant waste of space. It sits on your vehicle, and you use it once or twice a month if you're lucky, and it just, you know, it hogs gas mileage, daily drivability, all that stuff. So I really wanted to keep this setup minimal. So I ended up getting a SmartCap EVO-A and started going from there. You know, we built the sleeping platform over the winter, and there's a couple of really cool, unique features on this sleeping platform. Number one, it doesn't bolt into anything. It's a pressure fit. It pressure fits into the side of the truck. So that's super cool. We also included a side table for additional storage, but we utilized all square footage within the sleeping platform itself. We have the trap door system, and then we also have this giant drawer. Underneath this drawer is the foot box. I call it the foot box. It's basically where your feet sit when you're camping out inside of it. So we're gonna jump into the specifics now, so enjoy. All right, guys, taking you inside the camper. I like to use the dirt bike carrier as a step. First things first, we're running the Kingpin equipped F-Series lights. These are just a great option. I mean, when you get a cap, you gotta have lighting. So it's something you don't think about when you're buying it. You're just excited about it. As soon as you get it, you realize how dark it is. So you gotta get the Kingpin equipped lights. It's literally like the best option for your cap. Also come with a really nice dimmer. You can dim them down, dim them up, whatever. All right, so here is the trap door system. We utilized all square footage inside the platform. The trap door pulls up. We got the topper tent, absolutely essential to be able to camp in your short bed truck. Nice little pillow, nothing crazy. Camp blanket, and a sleeping pad. On the side table here, guys, we got the JBL speaker. We got the Jackery 300, about to get the 1500 because we're going to insulate this whole space in preparation for fall and winter camping, and I'll need enough power to run the diesel heater. Down here, guys, we got the utilities box, as I call it. Got a BioLite, full zero lantern, iPad holder, and then just some random chargers, a bungee cord, you know, just random essentials that you're gonna need at camp. Down below, we got the air compressor, doubles as a battery, and a really small fan. Next, we're gonna set up the topper tent so you guys can get a better understanding of how that product operates and essentially, you know, how essential it is to turn your short bed truck into a camper. So let's get into that. We are going to set up the footbox zone, slide that off to the right there, pull this open. Guys, in here, I have the bare essentials. Tea kettle, pour over, coffee setup, a little container to use to wash my face, stuff like that. Cutting board, knives, the Wolfbox MF200 air blower. This thing is wildly essential for this camper. Random cup, electrolytes, some paper towels, you know, salt, pepper, hand sanitizer, some soap, you know, just the bare essentials. Here is the topper tent. We're going to start on the inside and work our way out. There is Velcro up here, which I'm sure you guys can't see. Velcro here. I get the corners in here, and then I'm just going to Velcro it up. And then also, like this soft topper wasn't built for this metal cap. So I use heavy duty magnets to hold all this closed at night so bugs don't get in. So we're gonna climb back out. All right. So I also installed some of my own Velcro on the sides here so that we get a decent seal. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. We're gonna pull this strap around the tailgate thing. I don't know what it's called. Boom. Get our Velcro dialed in. Sometimes it's easy for it to get off the track. But like you guys can see, there's like a little gap here. We'll use a magnet to hold that closed. All right, so then we have our buckle ends here. Pull one through. Bingo, bango. Pull this around. Clip it in place. Then we're going to take the other one, clip it in place. We're going to pull this down a little bit. Make sure it's nice and snug. Not too snug. I mean, you don't need it super tight. Also, y'all, with the foot box extension, it wants to, I mean, there's a really tight point here. So what I do is I grab that koozie that we grabbed out of the foot box and just put it in right there so it doesn't tear through. All right, so then we're gonna grab our straps. We're gonna put it to the furthest back other strap, kind of give it a little snug, nothing crazy. Gonna grab the middle one, do the same. These are all adjustable, so they're gonna fit around your bed, no problem. Get that a little snug. Again, not too tight. And then last one, put that around. Well, that's it for the topper tent. It's that simple, guys. It takes 2 minutes to set up. I'm gonna roll this thing up real quick. On the topper tent itself, guys, you have the rain fly, and then you have a mesh screen to keep the bugs out. Normally, when it's really hot out, like tonight, I'll just run that screen in no rain fly, and we'll be good. All right, guys, next we're gonna set up the interior of the space. This is a Sea to Summit air pad. It works great. It's a summer pad, very small, packs down in a small bag, lives in the trap door full time. Pillow. So this is where that MF200 Wolfbox air blower shines. And that's that. It's crazy how fast this thing comes together. You get the topper tent up, blow up your air pad, and you're ready to sleep. All right, guys, as you can see, like, I'm like, bent over here kind of weird. I'm never really hanging out in here like this, obviously. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what we're actually looking at from a realistic space standpoint. So I'll lay down here. Oh. So looking around the camper here, F-Series lights are cranking, which is really nice. Have plenty of space to just chill. But I really like this space, guys. It's perfect for what I use it for. I've had a handful of rooftop tents in the past, and RTTs are sick and all, but this just maintains the functionality of your truck. And that's what I really enjoy about it. Like I said, I've had rooftop tents. They've sucked down my gas mileage really bad. The caps only improve my gas mileage. So when I'm sleeping in the camper, I'm usually diagonal like this. My feet do kind of rest against the soft topper, so it's not perfect, but I definitely have enough room to sleep in here at night. I'll also use the fan through the window to get some airflow ripping, which is pretty nice. But overall, I'm really, really happy with the setup. Another cool feature is being able to see through the pass-through window into the tent. I'm also gonna build like a really simple screen
for this window as we move into fall, just to get the airflow ripping. We are getting a bunch of bugs in here though, so I'm gonna flip the lights over to tactical mode. That's what I call it. Red lights help keep the bugs out from what I understand. I mean, it definitely does help out a bunch. Well guys, that wraps this one up. It just goes to show anybody can turn their short bed truck into a camper. And it doesn't have to be a SmartCap, you know? I mean, you could buy some random cap, use the soft topper, and you're out in the field having fun. If you guys want to see any specific pictures or videos of the setup, reach out to me on Instagram at ADV_within. And if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Well, until next time, build smart, get out there, and seek adventure. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace!